Hi! Welcome back to Professor Layton and the Lost Future, or Professor Layton and the Unbound Future if you are playing outside of the UK. I think just the UK got the Lost Future, if I remember correctly. Hello, this is part 3, I believe, and I'm just gonna do a quick intro, a brief recap, and then we'll get into the gameplay. So I am recording this live on Twitch, hence why there is a chat box below me, and hence why this video is so long. If you haven't seen the first 2 parts of this game, or any of the previous games, they are all available over on my YouTube, and if you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be a link up here, but if you're watching it on Twitch, you can watch all of them over on the YouTube, or you can watch them on Twitch as well. You know, you've got options. Actually, you can't watch this one on Twitch, because there's copyright problems with the music, but you can watch the other ones on Twitch, they're all available. If it's your first time here, hello. My name is Lara. I am a variety streamer. I stream puzzle games and detective games and cooking. Not cooking games, just cooking. I cook. And I think that's all of the introduction stuff. There's a prediction currently going on Twitch right now for the good part of 30 minutes, because I've only just started it, about how many puzzles you think I'm going to get wrong. The options are less than 3, 3 or more, or none, and you could use your channel points to vote for whatever you think is going to happen. Also, yes, I should point out, I did get a replacement brace this morning, and that is why I am lisping quite so heavily. Hopefully that is not a distraction. I'm going to try really hard not to, but it's got a different shape than the last one, so my mouth is having trouble making sounds. But let's not hit new game. Let's get into it. And I'll give you a brief recap while the game does as well. The story so far. Luke and Layton encounter Dr. Schrader in Green Hospital. Oh yes. The doctor instructs the pair to head to the back of the hospital where they find the Layton mobile. Okay, so before... Oh, sorry, on the wrong screen. Whoop. Before we get into that, Luke and Layton have found themselves in a strange version of London where they don't recognize anything, and everything basically points to the fact that they are 10 years in the future from their time. There's like, you know, like the newspapers have different dates, there's posters with different dates, there's no bus routes, that kind of thing. Everything's like weird, and they have been getting letters from Luke's future self, including go to the hospital and he'll answer some of your questions, where they meet Dr. Schrader, who I don't think I'm wrong, because I watched the last stream back and I was like, did I misremember something? But no, Dr. Schrader definitely should be dead. But he is alive in this hospital, so something is up, something is fishy. Because even if we are in the future, that doesn't explain the fact that someone's come back to life. So, anyway, so the doctor instructed the pair to head to the back of the hospital where they found the Layton mobile. In the car, they find another letter from future Luke telling them where to meet him. Luke and Layton head to the Gilda 7 Casino on Flatstone Street. So, the bit that it didn't recap was that Luke, the future Luke, and Layton had like a puzzle off, where they basically were like, can you solve this puzzle? If you can, I'll believe you're Professor Layton. And he was like, if you can solve this puzzle, I'll believe that you're Luke Schrader. And they had like a puzzle off. Anyway, that's where we stopped. We basically ended right after that, and obviously the next step is to speak to him, but that's where we ended the last stream. So, strap in, get your picker-rats at the ready, let's begin. Professor Layton, Luke, welcome to the London of the future. He doesn't believe it. Still not convinced? You saw Dr. Schrader, didn't you? You must have noticed the toll that time has taken on your mentor. I thought he was dead! Did he come back to life? Was he in the hospital? Did I remember this wrong? I was sure he died. Yes, we saw him. And what a fair London. You've walked around enough now to see how she's changed. Could you imagine there being a casino in this sleepy part of town back in your time? Yeah, everything's changed. What happened to this city? A genius appeared. An evil genius who turned the city on its head. It was Layton! Oh, I know where this is going. Don Paolo took over the city, didn't he? Don Paolo, for those who are uninitiated, is Professor Layton's self-proclaimed arch-nemesis. That's what he looks like. That guy. Don Paolo? Oh no, I'm talking about a truly brilliant man. Someone the three of us all know quite well. Well, if it's not Don Paolo, who is it? What do you think, Professor? I really couldn't say. I love it when Professor Layton's, like, gives minimal answers and is very quiet, because it means he's thinking really hard. It's not a distraction, you'll get used to it. This is like that episode of Scooby-Doo where the gang meet the actual vampires. Oh yeah. I'm planning on getting... Ooh, cool. Sorry, I'm just reading quickly through the chat that I missed. There we go. Really? Who is it? I've just got to know! It's Layton. His name is Herschel Layton. The evil genius is you, Professor. I knew it because everyone hates his hat, but I was still like, ooh, okay. What? I was afraid you'd say that. That can't possibly be right. I'm sorry to say that it is. They call him the devil in the top hat, and he rules London from the shadows. Come on, I'm practically giving these picker rats away. Yes, everybody, get your predictions in, because unless I get absolutely no puzzles wrong this stream, you'll get... How much did you put into it? 5,000 picker rats. That's pretty good. It's common knowledge for people in this part of London. It doesn't explain it, though. Like, sure, we know why they don't like his hat, but it still doesn't explain it. In the future, the city of London is in the thrall of an evil Layton. The sight of the professor, who looks just the same as his future self, is enough to spark fear amongst the local people. Tell me more, Luke. What? I don't know any more than you. Luke! I swear to God. I don't know any more than you do, Professor. No, I mean the other Luke. Goodness, this is getting rather complicated, isn't it? Tell me, Luke, how did I rise to rule over all of London? Where to begin? Here, Professor, surely you remember this. Oh yeah, that just happened for us. Of course, this is an article about the accident that happened just the other day. Haha, yes, to you I suppose it was a recent event, but here it's been a full 10 years since that fateful day. Whoa. It was the start of a dark period for London. With the Prime Minister missing, Parliament was in utter chaos, you see. Surely they just get another Prime Minister. Like, not to get political, but we went through, like, what, like 3 Prime Ministers in, like, a really short amount of time recently. Yeah, everyone in Parliament is in a state of panic. In our time, I mean. Professor, you witnessed with your own eyes the accident that changed London forever. The time machine presentation was a complete failure. Yes, both the Prime Minister and that scientist. 3 Prime Ministers and a First Minister in 12 months so far. There you go, see? Did I say hello when you came in, by the way, Shogun? Hello. You mean Dr. Stangun? The one who's voiced by Liam O'Brien. Yes, that's right. Several people disappeared in the blast, including those 2. It seems likely they were killed by the force of the explosion. I don't think the Doctor is killed. Didn't the papers say a few of Dr. Stangun's assistants had also vanished in the blast? That's the story in the press. But what would you say if I told you that Stangun was still alive? I'd say it's impossible! Well, you'd be wrong. Dr. Stangun escaped the blast, but he went into hiding to avoid reprisals after the experiment. The man was responsible for the loss of our national leader, after all. Imagine if the Switch game has full VA. It might do, because the... Oh no, I was going to say that the Catriel Layton one had... It had quite a bit of voice acting, but it wasn't entirely voice acted. I doubt they'll make entirely voice act it. But maybe a bit more than the DS games. Oh, wait, shame, he killed the PM in an accident. Desperate for a place to lie low, the Doctor was given shelter by an unlikely person. You, Professor. Me? Why would I aid the man responsible for this pandemonium? Are we sure they'd want to hurt him? I don't really know what's, I don't really understand. I don't know what Stun Gun's motivations are, because we know very little about him, but he seemed to be doing the classic, like, ooh, I have ulterior motives face when it happened. So I think he had a plan. I don't think he's killed the DM. The DM? Sorry, I've been doing too many D&D notes recently. I don't think he's killed the PM. I think he's kidnapped him. But then again, if future Luke is saying that Layton took in the doctor but not the PM, then I don't know what happened. Maybe he did kill the PM. Who knows? We don't kill the DM. No, we don't kill the DM. We don't do that because we need them. We kill the DMPC. Sorry. Why are you apologizing for reading? Why for too much D&D? I've been recently. I went back to No, you know what? That is a story for later in the stream, but it's about D&D. I'll talk about it later. It's too long of a story. We need to get through this bit first. Maybe Layton's PM was a decently honest person. Wait, no, he's a politician. Never mind. That is something I have never understood. I'm trying to make sure I get Layton and Hold on. I have a screen for this. Look how cool that is. In the months that followed the explosion, you slowly grew distant from me. Hold on, let me bring my face back. Hi. You began consorting with figures from the criminal underworld. The professor? Never! Maybe Dr. Stangun pretended to be the professor? This cat is a Layton glow up. Layton is now Moriarty! Well, we haven't got a Moriarty yet with Sherlock Holmes, so maybe this is where he comes from. He crosses over the games. Someone needs... Are there any, like, TV shows where someone goes into a video game and then they, like, cross between video games? Because that would be really cool. Anyway, sorry, let's continue. Don't be so sure. Time has a way of changing people, Luke. It was clear that something about Stangun's research captivated you, Professor. You couldn't stop talking about time travel. You seemed obsessed with the idea of changing the past. Changing the past. Dr. Stangun was very interested in continuing his research, but he needed financial backing to do it. So you used your superior intellect to assume control of London's underworld. No. Of course, there were those who tried to stop you, but none were a match for Professor Layton. I mean, he can sword fight, we do know that. Before long, you were raking in cash from all sorts of dodgy businesses. With all the funding he needed, it wasn't long before Stangun completed his time machine. Time machine? You mean... That's right, the time machine in the clock shop on Midland Road. Though I suppose completed is the wrong word, as the machine is far from complete. Oh, so? It doesn't allow the user to select a destination. You can select neither the place nor the time you wish to travel to. In fact, it would be more accurate to describe it as sort of a tunnel between two periods of time. A wormhole! Precisely, and by sheer chance, this wormhole opened in the clock shop and crosses the 10-year between our two times. Oh, by sheer coinky-dinky, it's perfectly timed, alright. This gives us the ability to move back and forth between your present and mine. So you used the wormhole to get the message to us and to bring us here. One thing is bothering me though. This wormhole is obviously very important to my future self. Surely the Layton of this era must keep a close eye on it. How did you gain access? I'll get to that, but right now there's more pressing business I'd like to attend to. I like how his eyes went, I don't want to talk about it. That is some terrible things. Go on then, tell us why you called us here. Always one step ahead of me, eh? You haven't lost your touch, Professor. I wish to enlist your help in stopping Herschel Layton. You want me to stop myself? Even as we speak, the other Layton is working to build a fully operational time machine. He's been ducking back into your time to gather every bright scientist working in time travel. But why bother going into the past to find scientists? There must be plenty here, in this era. So, I'm so salivy. Actually, many of the experts in the field were lost when Stangun's presentation went awry. Layton had no choice but to travel back to the time before the blast in order to gather talent. Things are already bad, but if Layton manages to build a fully functioning time machine, who knows what could happen? Someone has to stop him from completing his scheme, but the only person who might succeed is... me. That's what you're going to say, is it not? Exactly. We have to fight fire with fire. No one else stands a chance against him. But how? I'm not familiar with this future London. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That's one obstacle we'll have to overcome together. Layton's actions are shrouded in secrecy. His base of operations, however, is well known. We can start our search for him there. He also gave up on the Layton mobile. How could he? You mean this casino isn't the future professor's headquarters? No, this establishment is just one of the many ways he makes money. His headquarters are in the heart of Chinatown. Well, let's visit the place and see if we can learn anything. I must admit, Luke, there's still quite a bit about the situation that I find dubious. However, I see that the only way to get to the bottom of this is to go and find the man claiming to be me. I thought you'd say that, Professor. Don't forget me, I'm coming too! Of course you are. If I can't count on myself for help, who can I count on? Thinking about what you just said makes me feel kind of dizzy. Well, I hope you get used to it soon. I'm going to need your help in stopping the evil Layton too. Oh yes, there's one more interesting fact I should mention, Professor. Yes? There's no record of a scientist matching Dr. Stangan's name and description. It's a false name. Is that so? Whoever he was, he took pains to hide his real identity from the people at the presentation. Now that you mention it, few of the guests seem to know the man. What could motivate Stangan to use a false name? What was he planning? Another interesting question we may hope to answer along the way. It just doesn't make any sense. What are you thinking, Professor? We can talk more on the way. For now, we must head back to Flatstone Street. Another mystery! Oh, 2 more mysteries. Oh, and 1 solved! Oh, 2 solved! Oh my goodness, it keeps going. Okay, what's the solved ones? Grown-up Luke used a time machine to send a letter back to the present requesting the help of his former teacher, Professor Layton, in rescuing the chaotic future city of London. The shady characters dressed in grey are members of a gang under the control of Future Layton, the boss of the London underworld. The future Herschel Layton is a crime lord who terrorizes London. Oh my god. With his gang of thugs, known and feared by Londoners as the Devil in the Top Hat. Sorry. How could this model English gentleman have turned into such a monster? Dr. Stangan is a scientist who unveiled the time machine at the presentation, but no records exist of a scientist with that name. He must be someone else using an alias to cover up his true identity. Who is he really? Hold on 1 second. I'm just finding something out here. Oh, okay. I misremembered. So, quick side note. I misremembered what happened to Dr. Schrader. It turned out he wasn't dead. He was just in a very, very deep coma. And he then recovers at the end of the game. Spoiler alert from the last one. So that's why he's alive. Makes sense now. I was so confused. I'm pretty sure we've seen holodeck AI jump fictions. Ooh, and both Star Trek and librarians have Moriarty that escape their fictional origins. I must watch more Star Trek. I've got so much to watch, you know. Rewatching stuff doesn't necessarily take precedent. Any scientific fantasy setting with advanced enough androids/robotics could have a fictional character escape into the physical world, albeit with varying degrees of success. I just really like the idea of that kind of thing. Like, I don't know what it is. It's like my favorite show at the moment is about someone who gets sucked into a TV show. And it's really interesting because it's like, you know, they're aware of all the tropes, but it's like, it's done in a really fun way, and I just like things like that, and I want more content that's like that. Oh wait, wrong one. Sorry, this is one we want. Alright, back to Flatstone Street. Look at the little, oh my god! Look at the little icons of them. It's Layton and Luke and future Luke. How cute. So, does anyone have any theories about what is actually going on, or who future Luke is? If he's actually Luke, is time travel really happening? Because every other time something weird and fantastical has been going on, it turns out there's an explanation that isn't weird and fantastical. The Tron universe has people jumping in and out of video games. That's true. Never really got into Tron, I won't lie.
Oh, there you are, boss!
Oh.
Oi! What are you doing wearing the boss's getup? This your idea of a joke?
Does he not look enough like him that he could get away with this? So it's clearly not really him, right?
No, not at all.
Come to think of it, I don't think I've seen any of you round here before.
Yes, well, we don't often get a chance to visit this fine establishment of
I
yours.
love his voice. I'm gonna be so sad if the Switch game is not the same voice actor as this. Like, they've confirmed they've got the same Japanese voice actors, but I don't know if the English voice actors are gonna be the same, and I really hope they are.
Dunno about that, but I'm gonna need you to come with me for some questioning. This way, you three!
Professor, run away while you can!
He has a nice voice too. Did he just punch him? What happened?
Oh no!
Quickly, you two, this way.
Run! Oh,
Don't
cutscene.
let him escape! Yeah! Don't let him escape!
Oh my god. Oh my god!
We're surrounded, Professor!
Calm yourself, Luke. I have a plan.
Oh good. I'm glad you do.
But wait! Where are you going? Ah!
Faster than a speeding bullet.
Do you see a way out of this?
I do, but I'll need your help.
Slot machine gun. Oh my god. Okay. Calm yourself, Luke. I have a gun. It's under my... What do you think I hold under my hat at all times? Last time I said it was a sandwich, but this time it's definitely a gun. Oh my god, that is so funny that it's called slot machine gun. Right, okay, let's go. 40 big rats. Ooh, intense. The music's quite intense. If you're watching this on Twitch later, you won't have any music because I have to mute it, but the music's fun. Build a coin gun from the parts of the disassembled slot machine and help our heroes fight back. I know where the GIF came from. I deleted that GIF from Discord because I was like, it's kind of a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler, but I didn't know how far through the game it was going to be from because I knew it was from this game. But we are going to see it happen. Sorry. Help heroes fight back. Rotate the parts to fit them into the checkered shape below. You must use all the parts and none of them can overlap. No, hurry. No, it's not actually a time limit. So it's okay. Professor Layton is wondering what he needs to do in order to swap his Luke for future Luke. No, that's so mean. Okay, so the best thing to do with these ones is to do the ones that are weird shapes first. But we have all this empty space in the middle. Okay, this one's probably here, right? That's probably there. Because we don't really have any long... No, that's the only bit that can fit there, because we don't have any long pieces other than this. Which would be only some of the space. So it's unlikely it's going to be something else. I'm just going to start trying to fit stuff together and see what we can get to work. Oh my god, I didn't even notice Layton's face down here. You know what? I kind of low-key want a Layton tattoo that's just this. Like, it's just his eyes and, like, the top of the bottom of his hat. I don't know where I'd put it on my body, but I feel like I love Professor Layton so much. I would get a Professor Layton tattoo. I am dedicated. I am nothing if not dedicated to my man Herschel. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work here, because it's not anything that'll fit underneath it. If I put this here, there's not really anything that fits in this gap. So... that fit? Does that fit? Oh, there's a gap there as well. Inside of the wrist? That could be cute. I had another tattoo I was going to maybe get on my wrist one day. But I think that could actually be really cute. Tramp stamp! Could be cute. Right, hold on, let me draw it with my pen. Give me a second. Oh, I need to move this so I can see his eyes. Oh, my pen's not really writing properly. Oh, it doesn't want to draw. Have to wrist. You're right. I do. I'd have to get it perfect though, because if you don't get it exactly right, it doesn't look like him. It just looks like a random face. And even then, it still doesn't. It's not obviously him unless you've seen it. It's a bit scribbly because the pen doesn't want to write properly. What do you think? That's hilarious. But I don't think on my wrist is right. I think I need to have it somewhere else. Like my shoulder or something. Have a think about it. Anyway, we have to do a puzzle. There's people shooting at us in this casino. Talking of some stretch goals to the game, you could have an uber mega goal to get a Layton tattoo. I could. Could you imagine? But then again, yeah, that would be wild. Like a huge goal to get a tattoo. It needs to be somewhere you can peek out of your clothes. That's true. But I don't really want to put him on my, like, stomach, because that's a bit... No, that's weird. As you age, it will blur. True. Collar. Oh, my collar. I don't even know, like, because there's one tattoo that I've been thinking of getting for a few years, and it's on my arm. And that's the only tattoo that I've ever been like, I want that for multiple stretches of years. Yeah. And be out of his socks! Oh my god, yes! Like, just above the ankle. I don't want it on my ankle, because that's, like, the most painful place to get a tattoo. It's, like, on a bone. So, just where the socks would stop. That's perfect! Yes! Just on my leg. Just a little Layton head, and his little hat goes up. Oh my god, that's amazing. I love this idea. Anyway, machine gun. We're gonna die. We have to make a gun. This is the most awkward piece. It's really picky about when it actually wants to register the right... Move that up there. I think I can move this into that gap. Right? Then maybe move this. Right, now I just have to fit these two together. Oh, this is an awkward shape. I don't think that's gonna work like that. I think I almost had it, but it doesn't quite work because we've got a... Let's try it again. For example, the one I got 15 years ago was a little, like, your eyes have gone out of focus. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, in 15 years' time, I might not be as big of a fan of Professor Layton, so maybe I would just get it covered up with something else, or... I don't know. I probably wouldn't... I don't really want to ever to go through laser removal, but that's for 15 years in the future. That's for 15 years in the future problem. I do really want, a color tattoo. Because I don't feel like... I think this one would be fine in black and white. But I feel like if I get anything else, I would want it, like, colourful. But that's such a cute idea for a tattoo! On, like, just, like, where the socks finish. Yes. Perfect. And then if I ever meet someone who's, like... Because, like, people don't talk about Professor Layton. Maybe they will when the new game comes out, but, like, people don't really tend to know Professor Layton, or they're like, oh, I think I played that once when I was a kid. But I can be like, look, sock. Top-ups every 5 to 10 years if you like Christmas. Yeah, Christmas. Crispness. So the story I was going to tell you guys about D&D isn't really a story, but I have been going through my notes because, well, this is a bit nerdy, okay, but yeah, I think the only one thing that can fit... Yeah, actually, let's try this way around. Is there anything that could fit in this bit? I don't think there is. Yeah, so it has to be this guy that goes in. That has to go there. That's the the only one that's definitely going in one spot. But yeah, so I've been doing my D&D notes. Basically, up until this point, I have written out my D&D notes during the session, and then I have rewritten them in this little notebook. So basically, you know, they're very scrappy because they're while we're playing, and then I've rewrote them. But I'm really, really behind. So the last session I wrote in this book was session 24, and we just finished session 34. So I'm 10 sessions behind. And I also realized that it was really annoying to find stuff if I needed to look up a character's name, like an NPC or something we learned about 4 sessions ago. And one of the other players has kind of become the note taker. So I'm usually the one who like types up all the notes and gives everybody the Wikipedia of information on things. But someone else was doing it this time, and I was like, no, I need to make these notes. I've got to find a way of finding information because it annoys me when I don't know it, and then I have to wait for someone else to fill in the blanks. So I went through like 5 different softwares to try and find one that worked the way I wanted it to, and I finally found something. So I've been spending the last few days typing up all of my previous sessions into this software so that I have everything there, but I'm really behind. I'm only on session 6. So yeah, I don't really remember why I started telling you guys that. There was a reason. But that's what I've been doing the past few days. I am now using Evernote because there's quite a few different ones that are specifically for D&D, and there's ones that aren't specifically for D&D, and I tried a mixture of them. But none of them quite. This is the same thing. This is the same way I put it before. This is the same thing I did before, and I can't because it doesn't fit in there. So I need to change things up. There's a software called QuestPad, which is specifically for D&D, and it's like, what am I trying to say? It's kind of like a message. You can do it with your friends. The whole point of it is that you can collaborate on your notes, but it's done kind of like a messaging app, so you can go into different pages, but like you post something and then someone else will post something, and it just kind of pushes it all up, rather than having a document you go into and edit, which is what I prefer. And then there was one really cool one that began with a K. Give me a second, I'm gonna find what it's called, because I know a bunch of you guys play TTRPGs. Kanka, so Kanka, which is definitely more for DMs when they're planning stuff, because it's got so much. But I was like, I don't need this much, because it has things like locations and quests and characters and NPCs and like subcategories of everything, and it's super, super detailed. It's really cool, but I wouldn't need all of that. So I switched to Evernote, but I've worked it out in my own way, and thank you for activating dark. How am I gonna do? Maru has activated dark mode. And now you have to see a fit check. This is my outfit in the dark. I've done a deep dive and I cannot recommend looking at Discord if you want to remain focused. Is it about socks? Sorry, I also noticed Raven said something I missed. Just one of those things for you to know for the future. I have 4 tattoos, so I'm pro tattoo, but keep in mind that skin does its own thing. Yes, yeah. I used to use Evernote in high school and university. I tried it, I think, in high school, and then I was like, this isn't for me, this doesn't work. But it works really well for D&D, because it's, you can like link things to each other, and anyway, the way I have it sorted is I have everything that I need to know, and it's perfect for what I need. Black top with the black bandana. I mean, this isn't about, this is the hood of the jumper shirt thing. I just put it on because I'm cold, okay? Full fit check. Oh. Alright, hold on. Did you hear that? I don't think the mic picked those up. My knees clicked. Pajamas. Cool shirt. Choker. Headphones. That's really it. Because this is just the hood of the shirt. Does that satisfy your fit check? Look, Barry, you've come in a really intense part where I'm talking about D&D, but B, I'm also trying to make a machine gun out of a slot machine. Because that's the sort of things we do in Professor Layton. Oh, and Layton socks. And Layton tattoos. There's a lot happening right now, actually. There's a lot of conversations going on at once. The Layton community is seemingly very pro-tattoo based on my findings. Oh no. Well, I'm not gonna- I've made a decision on what tattoo I want before I look. So no one can be like, you're copying my tattoo. Not that I feel like people would do that, but... Just so you were all here, you heard me say it before I looked. I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe this one isn't here. But yeah, that was my information about D&D that I wanted to talk about, was that I've been spending so much time going through my notes, so I'm clearly in D&D mode. You're just using up all your points. Is it because you can't vote with your picker rats? Wait, where is my dice? Oh no. My initiative dice has gone walkabouts. Ah, there it is. I have a specific one for streaming. I found it. I've got it. It's all good. This is such an intense point in the story, and we've just gone for like a 20-minute break about random stuff. I rolled a 6. Jordan Villain, identity reveal, dark mode, note taker. Like I said, I was, now roll for you, okay. Same dice, same dice. You guys got an 11, good job. I used to be the note taker in the last campaign, and in this campaign I'm the note taker, but I haven't been like digitizing my notes. I was just writing them in a book. And someone else was digitizing their notes, so we were using theirs, but then I was like, I'm not 100%. The way that they did their notes wasn't wrong or bad, but it was just like not the same way I do it, so I was struggling to get my head around it and finding things in their notes, so I was like, I need a different system. So I've now decided to do that, and now I can combine stuff, because when we were playing D&D on Sunday, names were being mentioned and things were coming up, and I was going, I don't remember any of this. I don't remember any of this, and also, I can't look it up. Because I don't know what you're talking about. And then you miss a session and have to copy from someone else, and you don't know if it will be in the final exam. I don't know if that's quite how it works. How do I do? Maybe I have to put this in the middle, in an awkward place. No, I can't do that, because then... That isn't doing anything there, is it? I think we already did that. I already tried that, and that doesn't fit either. Why can I put it halfway between tiles? That's weird. Now, this one's really awkward, so maybe this is the best shape to start with. Ugh. Wait. Oh, was that a wait for the puzzle, or just a wait for something else? I'm not waiting. I'll move things around again if you guys need me to, but... Oh. Pause. Okay. You know what, I'll even pause the game. There you are. I've paused for emotions. Thank you for the redemption. Mary, why are you using up all your picker rats? Are you okay? Why am I pausing? What's happening? I'm just gonna have some coffee if you don't mind. We're fighting inflation. What? Oh, you know, Excuse me, you know what would be cool? You know how when you play The Sims, right? This is completely a tangent, so I might edit this out for YouTube.
Objection!
There we go. Tangent done. Tangent done. I saw that I could maybe put this here. That could work. And then this could maybe go... Nope. So awkward trying to click it in the right place. But where could this thing go? It's so big. And awkward. I mean, this doesn't have to go here, actually. Oh! I've not quite got it. I was gonna say it looks like I've got it, but I haven't because... Wait. Have I? No, because there's a gap here. Have a contextually appropriate animated emote. It's a potato with a gun. What's that? The audio? I'm a girl with a gun. I'm out for blood. I don't know if you know that one. I think it's from a Star Kid show. I can tell you which one though. Yeah, fair enough. How do you not know, Mara? You're like always on the internet. This guy is really giving me grief right here. This big fella really giving me some grief. I have no idea where to put it. I'm pretty sure that this is the only thing that can fit in this gap. So I have to have that there. Does that help? I have that sideways? No. Right, man, we're from the internet. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Have I done it? I think ooh. I don't want to get prematurely, celebratory. She did it!
Let's see if I've got
Machine
this right.
gun!
Few things
I've been this
satisfy like
excited
a
to make a
puzzle
machine
solved.
gun in my life. Let's do it. We might just jump straight into a cutscene, I'm not sure. Jackpot! It's time to fight back! Yes! Here we go! Here we go! Chat 5G capability so I can solve my puzzles.
We got winners, boys! Open, boys! Open!
I'd say that was a close one.
We gave them a taste of their own medicine.
Funny, I don't remember you helping.
Look, you're me, so that means I get some credit for assisting.
Oh, is that so?
That's very interesting logic. Another puzzle solved.
Oh, thank you. Oh, they're gonna come through at the same time.
Stupid deaths, they're funny 'cause they're true. Woo! Stupid deaths, hope next time it's not you.
It doesn't work as well because I can't do the zoom from this screen, but... Oh my god. That would have been funny, but no, I don't have the sound alerts aren't on that screen. There you go, guys. There's your daily dose of Professor Layton silliness. We made a machine gun out of a slot machine. And he was just standing there with this giant machine. It looks so good. Oh my god. I want to see how that cutscene looks in the remastered version. For those who don't know, I think all of the Layton games, but I know definitely at least the first 3 Layton games have remastered versions on mobile. So same puzzles and everything, but they're just better graphics. It's where I got the graphics for that I edited to make the intro with the car moving along. And the car that's in that corner as well. That's from the same thing, because it's a higher quality. Time for a car puzzle. We'll see what we're doing, and then we may do a car puzzle if we just... Oh! Chapter 3! Oh my gosh, we're getting through it so fast. Just got Layton on my wrist looking at me. So where are we headed to now, then, Mr. Triton? I love that he's like, I don't know what to call you, because you're me! Mr. Triton. Please, Mr. Triton was our father. Sorry. Luke, please call me anything but Mr. Triton. It's really strange being called that by myself. It's pretty awkward for me too, but what else am I supposed to call you? I don't see why you can't both be called Luke. Should you need to distinguish between your eyes, you can be Big Luke, and you can be Little Luke. I love this game. I'm not too keen on Little Luke, but it's better than all this confusion. You're the boss, Professor. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Little Luke. Don't touch it, don't shake hands. We don't know what will happen. Oh no, the pleasure's all mine, Big Luke. Now, where were we? Ah yes, there's something I need to check up on. Professor, did you pass a restaurant in the shopping arcade when on the way to the casino? The one near the arcade's southern exit. That's the one. We'll head there first. A friend of mine is waiting for us. Oh god, who's this friend gonna be? Is it the hamster? I was really hoping young Luke would be Big Luke. That would be so confusing. Little Luke in the house. Right, should we do the... Do you guys want to do the card game? Because it's gonna take us forever, so we may as well try it now. The creepy old lady. Wait, no, the restaurant was the one where we had to unlock the back door for him. Big Luke is friendly with the pensioners. I don't like that ... Hold on. Oi lads, we've got work to do. We gotta grab all this cash and bang it into the safe. Boss's orders. Make sure you get along. Pick up all the money bags. Okay. Oh, we have a jump this time. Fantastic. Right, so, for those who weren't here before, these do take me quite a while. So skip ahead if you're watching later. But, basically, we have to pass over all of these money bags and then get to the exit. And we have to use these tiles. So these tiles will turn the car, but they only work once. So for example, if I was to put this here and then I click go, the car would drive forward and it would turn that way, but if it hit the wall, it would smash. So we have to stop it from hitting any walls. Well, problem is, if I go like that and then I turn up, I can't put a tile where that is, so I would end up whacking into that rock. So if I go this way, I'd have to be really awkward about it and do like this and then come back on myself again. And I feel like I would end up with so many tiles. So let's work backwards. I think that's probably how we get to the exit. So we probably want to come out this way. I'm pretty sure I'm on the right lines. The tile's name was Friday. One tile always lies and one tile always tells the truth. Yes, and these do not count for the prediction. Well, you can get it wrong because you can crash the car, but it doesn't like do anything. It just restarts, so it doesn't count towards the prediction. You are correct. I should mention that. How did everyone vote? I mean, some of you came in after the vote ended, but I'm interested to see how you guys voted. Intriguing. This is coffee, by the way, in case you're wondering what I keep slurping on. Okay, so if we go down, across, up, and then I'd go across here, But then I can't do that because I'll hit that. So if I go across here, and then back again. Nah, because then I'm missing one. Oh, can we do a jump, maybe? Oh, I know. Hold on. Ah, because then I'll run into the wall again if I jump there. Ah! Okay, I think I've got it. Let's see if this works. Oh, thank you for the posture check. I really like the art style of this bit. Oh no! Oh, I put the jump in the wrong place. That was my fault. That was my fault. I should have moved the jump. But I know how to do that. I know how to fix it. Okay, let's try this. I think I've got it. Did it. That was so much quicker than the first one. It took us so long to do the first one. Also, did you notice when it was driving the car, there was a little Luke holding a little sign that said, quit or something? I just love the tiny little drawings in this game. They're so good. Ah! What am I doing? I need to be on the bottom screen. Another puzzle solved. So we had chats about what we were gonna do in the run-up to the new game coming out. Again, excuse me, there isn't a release date, but I'm imagining they'll probably release it towards the end of the year. The new Layton. Since there's no release date, I feel like it's probably going to be trying to go for like a Christmas release. Maybe not quite that late though. Quarter 3 if not quarter 4, as they say in the industry. And we were talking about what we could do in the run-up to it. And I was thinking we could play all 3 games again as like a bumper thing. Maybe not in one stream because they are quite long. But I think maybe doing them as the HD mobile remaster versions. Like, I'd work out how to do it. Like, I'd emulate something. Order pizza, make burger, get sushi. Is this all in the same stream? I do all 3? Has this guy got a puzzle for me? No, but he has to speak to me. Yikes! What are you doing sneaking up on me like that? You almost gave me a heart attack. Sorry, sir. I didn't think a simple hello would scare you so much. Interesting. Because they never say hello, but now maybe that's what they do when they touch someone. They're going, ugh, hello. I was lost in thought and didn't see you coming. Anyway, I have things to do. Goodbye. Okay. What's the matter, Professor? Look at the ground, Luke. Footprints? Wet footprints? Wet footprints? But it hasn't rained since we got here. How come his shoes are wet? I haven't the faintest idea. That's going to be something about how this is actually working. That's going to be like a secret thing. What's for dinner tonight? No idea, but I have plenty of ingredients to make something from. I just don't know what I'm making. But it's only for me because Joe is now having dinner at work. So, because he's doing a different job for a couple of weeks, so he's having food as part of his job, like at work. So it's just me getting dinner. So I can make whatever I want. I don't know what I want though, but I'll make something. But yes, in terms of what I was saying, is we could do the HD remasters, or maybe just the HD remaster of this one, but this is the latest one, because the game is set after this one, so there's no point playing the prequel trilogy, as in Star Wars terms, because that gives you backstory, but it's not leading into the new game. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Or we could do... There's plenty of things, like, I've thought we could do. We could play the other mobile games, only one of which is actually available. The other two are lost media. Or we could read one of the novels or one of the mangas on screen. I think I need to go this way. I think have I got it right? Ah, yes, we are. We're going the right way. Just a little further, Luke. We're almost at the arcade now. I know, we walked through here earlier. Oh, right, of course you did. You mentioned that before, didn't you? Yeah. Hey, you know, there's something I've been wondering about. His job is to eat dinner, yes. That's exactly what he's being paid to do. So that's great, though. That would be a great job. What's on your mind? Well, a machine that can take people to any point in time would really change the world. And not just that, it could improve people's lives. Oh, he's so sweet. Yes, it would certainly have potential to do that. But even though this time machine could do so much for people, you want to stop it from being made. Picture this scenario. Imagine there's this bully who's always giving you trouble, like Don Paolo. Go on. Now let's say you had the time machine we've been talking about. Would you travel back in time to when that bully was a teensy 5-year-old and get your own back? Of course not! That'd be cruel! Of course you wouldn't. But that's because you've got a good heart. Imagine the damage someone less kind could do with a machine like that. Cool. I never thought about it like that. We've got to stop that machine from being built. Because they're going to go back in time and kill Hitler. Oh, a puzzle. Oh no, it's this. Oh, and there you are, Flunkykins. Oh, I've missed the sound of your sweet voice. Belle, my name is Luke, with an L. Oh, what's in a name anyway? All that matters is the love we share, Fluky. Don't you feel like to have met your soulmate so early in life? I know I do. Listen, Belle, I think maybe you've got big dreams for our future. I certainly do. Now if only I could sort out this house plan. Big Luke is here to beat up a 5-year-old. Yeah, this is all just a trick so that Big Luke can beat up his younger self. The empty plot is lined with wooden stakes. Oh, I remember we've been here before. This empty plot is lined with wooden stakes that form a grid of squares. Your job is to stretch the ropes between the stakes so that a 4-person family planning to build a house here can have 4 identically shaped rooms, using up the whole plot of land. For a straight line across multiple stakes, be sure to only use 1 rope. You need to complete this puzzle using 5 ropes or fewer. Okay. I'm glad it said that bit about the multiple stakes thing. The stakes name was Friday. 1 stake always lies. I don't... Can someone check on Maru? I don't know what's happening over there. This is part of Big Luke's court-mandated therapy. Find your younger self. And then the therapist was like, I want you to talk to your younger self. And Big Luke took it literally. Went and found him. Luke is now contemplating back in time beating up a 5-year-old. He's gonna go find Don Paolo when he was a kid. It's this silly, goofy mood. That's fine. So there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Identically shaped. 4 identically shaped rooms, but obviously these corners are like this. So we can't just do, like, that, because they're not identically shaped because of the corner. And we have to do it in 5 ropes or fewer. This is obviously not, yeah. It's gonna be a weird shape. Does it count 1 long rope? Yeah, so this is 1. But that is also 1. Does that make sense? Use a hint, they're shining at you. I know, they're so pushy. This game is like, use a hint, use a hint, use a hint, use a hint. I can obviously get the memos out, and so if we've got like a line like that, apologies, I'm no longer using my graphics tablet for this because it makes the software go really, really laggy. That's why in the last stream it was like going and it did not have fun. It was because of my art software. So if I don't have that running, everything should be fine, but because of that I can't use my graphics tablet. So we're just going to be using, I mean I could, but the tracking thing doesn't work properly. So we're just going to use my mouse and it's not going to be as neat. That's all. So, like I said, if we did that, they're not identically shaped because of the corners being like this. So we have to find a way that we can fit doesn't quite work. Triangles instead of squares, rotate the cross. That's not what I meant. The next question is also a hint, so don't ask it. Okay. As you all know, you have a handy dandy amount of picker-ats that if you can let me know if you figure it out by clicking I've got it, and if you want me to have a hint coin, you can use your points to buy it. That is how the stream works. Because, hey, I didn't do my dissertation at university about the interactivity of Twitch and live streaming for nothing. I did my dissertation on that at the last minute because I was supposed to be doing. I did my dissertation on something else, and then at the last minute I changed my mind and made it about Twitch. And by the last minute, I mean like 2 weeks to go. Actually, does the house need to be encapsulated in rope? Doesn't say that, no. It says, stretch the ropes between the stakes so a 4-person family planning to build a house here can have 4 identically shaped rooms, using up the whole plot of land. So we have to use the whole shape, but we don't have to put lines around the outside, I don't think. What if you imagine the lines as graphs in a coordinate system and calculate the derivatives? I don't even know what that means, mate. Been a while. Okay. I can't cut that in half because there is no way to put a rope there. So that and that have to be... Oh, Shogun Flinks. Shogun and Flinks have got it. And Shogun has bought me a hint coin. Thank you. Okay, but I won't use the hint coin yet. I'll use the hint coin if I'm super stuck. I just can't figure out how to figure this out. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I get super stuck because I just can't quite work out the way to approach it best. Someone said triangles instead of... Yeah, that's not gonna work. Can we work out how big each room has to be? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 35 squares in this grid because this is a half and this is a half, unless I've counted that wrong. Bank the coin if need be. Yes, I will do. I'll just make a note that I've got one. Because after last time, I went and I cleared all of the backlog of hint coins because I'd used them all, but I hadn't cleared them. But now I've what? I can't figure out how to figure this out. Good quote. What was the last quote I added before that? Hold on. 284. I forgot about that. It's a good quote. I am so smart. Guys, I mean, I would not be able to solve these puzzles if it weren't for you guys. This is definitely a collaborative effort. Okay, so there are 35 squares, which doesn't divide by 4. Not neatly, anyway. I know, I still feel them too. I told you guys, I think I mentioned on stream that the text on the screen at the end changes depending on which ending you pick, and I thought that was just such a nice touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 35. I was right. I did count them right. So if it's 35, and we need to... That means we need to get 8.75 squares per person. So I could do a line like that. I think. Let me just check. Yeah, I can do a line like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I have to do it in 5 ropes. Hold on. Hold on. It says identically shaped, but it doesn't say identically sized. Oh my god, you thought at the same time as me! I was like, give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. And I can cross the ropes as well. I don't like this. This is difficult. Actually, you know what? I don't have to do this one, because this isn't a story one. I can come back to this. We're gonna come back to it. I know that's a rubbish payoff after sitting there for so long, but I can't figure it out. And I want to come back. I can't even, like I said, I can't even figure out how to start figuring it out. I did the maths. I do have a hint coin though, but I might save that for later. Let's do more plot. Because we're gonna see her again, I'm sure. How have you been, fellas? Well, this is a shootout at the Gilded 7 Casino. Wow, that's in the papers already? Seems some nutters went in there and tried to run off with the day's profits. When the casino security staff caught them red-handed, the place turned into the Wild West. What? But that's not how it happened at all. Whoa now, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what the paper says. Well, the paper's wrong. Bet the paper's owned by evil Layton too. Oh yeah? How do you know you're not the one who's wrong? But Professor, why would the paper print lies? Someone would do that? Just go to a newspaper and print lies? I hate to say this, but I think the family controls the press here. The paper prints what they're told to. I don't know why they would lie and not just say there was a person. I guess stealing makes the most sense. Look, there's the restaurant. Is this the place you had in mind, Big Luke? I love that. Big Luke. Thank you so much for 7 months. Hello, welcome in. Welcome to Layton. It's a Big Luke, that's hilarious to me. Yes, this is the one. Let's head in. Seems it on the paper. The sun? Oh, you have to be kidding me. Flinks. What's up, Flinks? Luke, do you see the man in black over there? Does he seem familiar to you? Yeah, he's the one who brought us your letter. Oh yeah, so he is. Sorry to keep you waiting, Shipley. Not at all. I just got here a minute ago myself. I like how I pick the voices based on the deepness of the when they speak. Can we see the little Layton? Of course you can. He's hanging right above my laptop. He has been since last week. Just some hair. It's fabulous. I don't know where the hair stops and the moustache begins. This is little Layton, who is a keyring, but he's clearly supposed to be held up by the back of his jacket, so it looks like that. This Flink's got me this little Layton keyring. Isn't it cute? There's only so many things on the internet for Layton because it's not a huge franchise, so I love it so much. It was such a kerfuffle getting it here, but it got here, and I love him. But he doesn't go on my keys because I don't want to get him scuffed. He just lives, he hangs from my light above my laptop so I can see him. Do not check the Discord links. Is there too much Professor Layton stuff that I will just want to buy? Speaking of, on my throne at the moment, which is the wishlist software, like, website. I don't mean an actual throne that I own. I don't have one of them. Unless you mean the porcelain throne. Stop getting distracted! On my throne, there is currently a link to a hint coin. Because someone's made like a 3D printed hint coin, and there's also like a Layton pin. So if you do want to buy me any Layton stuff, there's a link. You can do it. It's you can type !throne and it should come up. It's so silly the maker didn't put the keychain on his coat. Yeah, I guess they probably just had to bulk order them. Actually no, I think they did this themselves. It is weird they didn't put it on their jacket. I think maybe they didn't think of it. Or maybe it doesn't go so soft designs. I'm not gonna look, I'm not looking. I want to, but I'm not doing it. But yeah, anyway. Just got here a minute ago myself. You've all met before, but I don't think you were properly introduced. This is my good friend Shipley. He's played a vital role in bringing you and little Luke here to our time. Pleased to meet you, Shipley. Likewise, Professor. Sorry I had to be so brief with you when we last met. Luke here told me I shouldn't share any details until he'd had a chance to speak to you himself. Don't give it another thought. Luke needed to test us before sharing the details of his plan. Shipley, did you manage to do some reconnaissance work in Chinatown as I asked? So, Shipley, despite clearly being older than Luke, is his assistant. Probably liked how it hung better from the hat. Yeah, that's true. Balance is probably better. He does hang like straight up and down, whereas if he was hung by his coat, he'd probably be at an angle. Certainly did, Luke. That filthy scumbag apologies, Professor. I'm talking about the evil Layton, of course. They don't actually do that. Be like, I'm the evil twin. The Professor is aware of the situation. Do continue. He's still smiling away. Look at him. Little sweetie. Right, you know the towering pagoda in Chinatown? Evil Layton's holding them captured scientists there, apparently. Oh my god, I forgot he had scientists captured. I like how perfect Laura is capturing the tones of characters by gauging the beeps. I know, I have to judge it by the... He's also kind of speaking a bit like, Chelmley. Yes, maybe Chelmley. He's got them working like slaves or something or other. So the scientists are in the towering pagoda. That's going to make things very difficult. I hear another peculiar rumour while I was around town. Yes? Word has it, the Prime Minister who disappeared 10 years ago is being held up there too. I knew he wasn't dead! I called it! What? Bill Hawks. That feels like it's a pun. It's like a bad joke. Well, Flink, it's funny you should say that, but one of the things we were talking about having as a goal was having a Professor Layton cosplay. Because I used to have a Professor Layton cosplay when I was a cosplayer, but I don't think the hat's in very good condition, so I want to get a new one. Or Fem Luke, that could also work. Older Luke, future Luke, not child Luke. I mean child Luke could work, but I would rather be future Luke. I don't think I have any pictures, and it wasn't a very good cosplay. It was very much I need something, and I happen to have a top hat anyway from something else, I think. But yeah, I did cosplay Layton. That female Layton as well, because I didn't like when my hair is tucked up under the hat. It just looked weird, so I was like, no, long hair. Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. It was fun, but I don't think I'm proud of it now. I think Lara may have been wearing her Layton cosplay the day she met Joe. Unfortunately not, I was Miku that day. But it was at the same event, yes. Big Luke with his flat cap would be easy to assemble. That's true, actually. There you go, stream goal at some point will be for a Layton cosplay. I also really wanted to cosplay Catriel when we were playing that. Joe was not cosplaying, no. He just came to be a nerd and buy nerdy things. But yeah, we met at an anime convention. which is just, you know, perfect. Yeah, so, anyway, I really want it to be Catriel because but in Layton 7, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy, I think is what it's called, the only one that's out on Switch, that is generally not liked as a game, in the community, from what I've seen. But she has outfits that you can pick her outfit, like, every day. Like, every time you go back to the base of operations, you can change her outfit. And she's got some really cute outfits. But she doesn't have, like... She has, like, one that's probably her outfit, but it's less iconic than Layton or Luke, so I don't think I necessarily want to cosplay her. But I could do, like a closet cosplay. I could find, like, something that I would just wear every day, and then I'll just wear that every time I do a stream. Anyway. I remember those days. MCM Telford 1 year, MCM London a few years later. Yeah, exactly. But it was a small local one rather than the big ones. But I did used to go to those as well. He's been missing ever since the day of the accident. It's been 10 years now. Do you suppose evil Layton might have abducted the Prime Minister as well as all those scientists? We won't know until we check the facts for ourselves. Big Luke, you seem apprehensive at the mention of the towering pagoda. What is this place? You all are the nerdy power couple I admire from afar. We are pretty nerdy, yeah. The towering pagoda is the family stronghold, situated among a sea of warehouses in Chinatown. To complicate matters, all of Chinatown is under family control, which means it'll be difficult just to get within walking distance. Discord DM'd you a tantalizing teaser. Oh my god, I have so much to look at on Discord. Be that as it may, we need to uncover the truth. Can you guide us safely to the pagoda? I'm losing his voice. Infiltrating a place like that is going to require a bit of preparation. And later, they're just getting the same voice now. The voice is getting closer and closer together. Why don't we split up for a bit and I'll see if I can secure us a safe route there. You go on and head for Chinatown without me. Shipley will tell you how to get that far, alright? Very well. Good. Now I need to get moving. Be careful out there. Croaky, he didn't half leave in a hurry! We need to get to Chinatown. We need to get to Chinatown, Shipley. What's the best way to get there? Rusty, your best bet is to head back up Flatstone Street. As you head north towards the casino, there's a small set of stairs on the right. Don't make me say so many S's in a row! Do you know the ones I mean? Ah yes, now that you mention it, I do recall passing an area that fits that description. Good. Head up them stairs and follow the narrow alley at the top until you hit a path above the river. From there, just follow that path and it'll take you straight into Chinatown. You're not coming with us, Shipley? I wish I could, but I've got to stay here and wait for a word from your older self. Very well. Thank you for your assistance, Shipley. Come, Luke, we mustn't tarry here. Be careful out there. If you run into any trouble, you can always come and find me here. You're not going to have a bite before you leave? That's a real shame, lad. I don't mean to twist the knife, but you're missing out on the finest lamb you've ever digged a fork into. If I could stay, I would, believe me. Next time I'm here, I'm ordering for 2. He loves his food. I think I should cosplay Luke, because he's just me. Because well, except for the fact that I can't talk to animals, you know, weirdly enough. There's a lot of great moustaches in this game. I feel like you could do like a tier list of moustaches from Professor Layton games. Chelmley would have to be up there, obviously. Wait, no, wrong way. I think we have to go this way. I didn't mean to go in there. Oh, it's the Granny Riddleton. Oh wait, no, it is still Granny Riddleton. I think this is the way he was saying. No, it wasn't. Oh god, I've got lost already. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go back to Shipley and ask him where I'm meant to be going. I only took in that he said steps, and now I don't know where the steps are. Tragedy. Head north up Flatstone Street, then climb the stairs on the right and go to the alley at the top. Okay. North. Come out of the arcade. Go north. Do the stairs on the right. Aha! Found them. Oh, cutscene!
Huh?
Oh god, he's gonna see the woman again. Take a good hard look at yourself later.
Here you go.
What's this now?
Open it and see.
Oh wait, I think I know what's coming. I think I know what's coming.
A hat?
For the newly appointed professor. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're a fully fledged member of the academic community
Sit
now.
down.
So you've got to look the part. Very dashing, Herschel. The picture of a true gentleman.
A true gentleman?
No, leave it on. It suits you. It really does. So no taking it off.
Ever.
Oh, look at the time. I didn't realize how late it was. I have to go to the lab. We're running a very important experiment today. Let's continue this celebration over dinner tonight. Oh, and promise me you'll wear the hat. It's not your usual style, but keep an open mind. After all,
Oh my god.
isn't that what a gentleman does?
Oh, he's so cute. Start getting aggressive. We must never see his head. It's true. We can never see his hair. It's forbidden. Well, the top of his hair. Ah, he's cute. Oh, I'm getting aggressive with how cute he is. So this woman is, well, clearly something to Layton. They were on a date the first time we saw her, but he keeps seeing her around town. Now, I have a theory, because she put on a jacket, like a science, and she said she had to go to the lab. So I have a feeling that she may have disappeared, and now she actually is in the future because she's one of the captured scientists. But if she is, then why is she walking around like nothing's happened in the street rather than trapped in the pagoda with everyone else? Do we know? No, we don't. Did you see that, Professor? He's just having this really, like, he's having a moment to himself. And that also explains he never takes the hat off because of her. Presumably because she told him not to take it off. But also because a gentleman doesn't remove his hat. He has said this before. Things like that. He's like, no, I will not take my hat off. Did you see that, Professor? That was the same one we saw earlier, wasn't it? I suppose it was. You seem distracted, Professor. Are you alright? Was that? Oh, I'm fine. Absolutely fine. If you say so, Professor. Hey, look, I bet these are the stair ships you mentioned. I could have sworn that was Claire, but that's impossible. She super glued it to his head. He has not washed his hair in 10 years. Well, I don't know how long he's been a professor, actually. Anyway, word has it that the Prime Minister who disappeared 10 years ago is being held up too. Oh, that was a flashback, sorry. Perhaps that's what happened when the Prime Minister was abducted 10 years ago. Perhaps he was sent to the future as we were. What if all of this talk of time travel is real? If so, maybe that really was Claire. No, it defies all logic. Claire can't be here, not after that day. Oh no. Oh no, what day? What happened to Claire? A woman who looks uncannily like Professor Layton's old sweet. Oh my god, Professor Layton. This brain's really getting. It's actually not really painful because it's sitting weirdly in my mouth, but what we do for straight teeth, huh? Professor Layton's old sweetheart Claire is wandering around town. Who could she be? Is it going to be like, I'm your daughter? Not his daughter, I mean Claire's daughter. A Layton game with feels kryptonite. I know. Also, if you notice the distinct low amount of puzzles today. I know we did have that one that I quit, but clearly we're getting to the story part of the game. Do you suppose that bronze statue depicts some sort of local hero? I'm gonna go have a quick look. Is that them? Hi. Professor? The man in the statue has the same height as you. Huh, so he does. If I'm the man in the statue, does that make you that boy there? Oh, well, I Oh, there's a description of the statue here. Let's see. It seems our friend here was some sort of famous author. An author, you say? Not a professor. Imagine if he was, then that would have been a coincidence. Let's see what else it says. He also used to write big, complicated books. All that changed because of this boy. The boy was ill, and to cheer him up, the man wrote an adventure novel for people of all ages. I suppose the book was so successful he went on to write more of them. What a hard one. Oh, but that's not all, Professor. Here, I'll read you the rest. In the end, the little boy was taken by his illness. However, the extraordinary friendship between the author and the boy would last forever. I can't believe how sad— oh, he's crying! He's got a little tear in his eye. I can't believe how sad that ending is. There you go. It sounds like there's a huge friendship in each other. Oh my god, I'm not gonna cry. He's so sweet. Some people go through their whole lives experiencing such a thing. I can't get his voice back. I don't know what it is. I've lost it after Future Rewind. I can't get Layton's voice back. I suppose so. It's still terribly sad, though. Look here. It says, in memory, an extraordinary and everlasting friendship. Wouldn't it be wonderful if our friendship grew to those heights? I love him so much. What do you mean? Our friendship is already extraordinary and everlasting. Should I get Layton on one ankle and Luke on the other one? That would be so funny. Now, Luke, I didn't mean to ruffle your feathers. You're right. We're very good friends. You're not upset, are you? Me? Upset? Of course not. Anyway, I think we should move on. Oh dear. Puzzle time! It's official. I'm a genius. Just listen to this puzzle I thought up. It's a real gem. Brothers and sisters, 35 Pickerats. There are 3 siblings, A, B, and C. A says, I have 1 older brother and 3 younger sisters. B says, I have 2 older brothers and 2 younger sisters. C says, I have 3 older brothers and 1 younger sister. Given all of their statements are true, what is the lowest possible number of siblings in this family? Oh, hydration. Stay hydrated, folks. Otherwise you'll lose the ability to speak like Professor Layton. Now, assuming that all of the siblings are just a single gender each, I'm assuming that's what they're gonna say. So A says, I have 1 older brother and 3 younger sisters. So B for brother. S for sister. Again, I can't use my graphics tablet, so I'm struggling a bit here. So this is A. Oh, I've written base. And then B says, I have 2 older brothers and 2 younger sisters. So, oh wait, that's confusing. I can't do B for brother. Hold on. Let's I don't know why I did a circle. I'm gonna do it anyway. Circle. Circle. No. Let's just do, boy. A. Sister. Okay. Do colored blobs. Then we'll have to have a whole talk about pink and blue for boys and girls. Or do you mean like just a big blob instead of a circle? B says, I have 2 older brothers. And 2... oh, sorry, A has 3 younger sisters. I read that wrong. You see what I'm trying to get, you can. And 2 younger sisters. And C says, I have 3 older brothers. And 1 younger sister. Okay, so I don't think there's any tricks in this one. Actually shows you the answer. I'm trying not to look at that, because sometimes they intentionally do something wrong in the picture, and it just, so I'm not ignoring the picture. The picture doesn't exist. So we need to have So that could be... Yeah, I think A is a boy. And B could be a girl. But then we still need a third brother. Which means we have to have 3 boys and 3 girls. Right? Minimum. Again, assuming that all of them are only one gender each. Does that sound right? Given the older statements are true, what's the lowest possible number of siblings? Yeah, because they have to have 3 boys and 3 girls. It has to be 6. I feel like there's something I'm missing. I am so sure I'm gonna put this in and it's gonna be wrong. This is why I take so long, because I'm like, oh, it's obvious what the answer is, and then I have to sit here and be like, is it obvious? Am I being stupid? 6 feels like the right answer. Okay. Should I just... 1 older brother and 3 younger sisters, which means... That's 5 minimum. B says 2 older brothers and 2 younger sisters, that's 5 minimum. And C says 3 older brothers and 1 younger sister, and them included, again, is 5 minimum. But there have to be 3 brothers and 3 sisters for it to work. Yeah. So it has to be 6. This reminds me of another puzzle involving lunch. Let's go see if I can solve it and get back to you. Let us know how the puzzle goes. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your lunch lurk. The sentences all give you 5, but then if you do the maths, there have to be 3 younger sisters and 3 older brothers. Minimum. So there have to be 6 of them. Unless it's something about... They aren't saying I only have... No, they're not. Which is what I was working on. Right, I'm gonna do it.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
We're good.
Just as I suspected.
My brain for a second there couldn't remember what was the good sound and what was the bad sound. And it was like, was that right? So I had to open my eyes. Bang on, the lowest possible number is 6. At first glance it might seem like there are only 5, but the fact that A says he has 3 younger sisters means there must be at least 3 female siblings. Likewise, the fact that C says that she has 3 older siblings means there must also be at least 3 male siblings, so 5 siblings isn't quite enough. Okay, so A was male, B was female, and C was female. Now we know. High 5! How was it? What? You solved it? Huh, you must have cheated. I don't talk to cheaters. Good day! Fair enough. Oh good, there's a puzzle on it. No, the statue here. Reminds you of a puzzle? Precisely. Here, give this one a try. I love him so... I can't get over... Layton's just so nice. He's so nice. And I'm really intrigued to find evil Layton in this game. I'm really intrigued. I don't think it's going to actually be Layton. I think it's going to be someone else pretending to be Layton. But then again, what do we know? I don't know how everything's... I don't know what's happening because I haven't played this one. The 99 Picarats will only happen in the post-game stuff. Though sometimes maybe the last puzzle of the story is 99 Picarats, but usually it's old stuff that we get in the 99 Picarats. Bamboozle. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Sorry, I already switched over. Here's a photo of 4 knights with lances. One of the lances is broken, but it was repaired with string just before the photo was taken. Whose lance is it? All of the lances, of course, were originally straight. Oh, okay, so it'll be a... They don't line up when you actually do the line, like, through. Like, if you do a straight line, it doesn't continue to the bottom. Oh, that's gonna be tricky. Oh, it's C. Look at C's one. Goes like that. And then it comes out there. I think it's C's. If you don't talk to me, like a battery but I ain't gonna spend none. Perfect, thank you. That's our song for today. Is this gonna be like Cult of the Lamb, where I ended up making a playlist for the game because we kept saying we had so many songs that we were doing? Ruler time! Actually, that's a good point. I could pull out a ruler. Here's one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's C. If you it's the only one that doesn't line up. But now we have to check, is it a trick question? Maybe. No, I'm pretty sure it's C. Plus it's only 20 picker rats, so it's less likely to be a trick question. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, chat. I'm gonna hit C.
Here's my answer.
We're all good. We're all good.
Phew! That's a relief.
Agreed. If you're having hat troubles, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but hint coins ain't one. It's easy to spot the kink in the Night Sea's lance if you look at it diagonally from the bottom. It's pretty obvious from the beginning, but I had to make sure. You guys got me double guessing? That's not the right thing. Second guessing. Double guessing. Wonderful work. You're really getting quite good at this, Luke. Wait, hold on. Hint coin check. So you know what we like to do this game? We get all the hint coins and then we don't spend any. Because if I spend a Twitch chat hint coin, that's by looking up the article. Layton AI voice. There won't be an AI just not like Layton yet because it's not popular enough. There's also probably not enough Layton like voice clips to be able to make it. No, obviously there is all of the games and the movie. Is this the way to Chinatown? It's awfully dirty and dark. Does this place frighten you? Me? Scared? No way. I just want to get to Chinatown. Let's go. No need to dash off, Luke. Do be careful. You could slip. Whoa! Oh, he fell over, my little baby. Ow, 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 ow. Oh dear. What did I tell you? Are you laughing at me, Professor? Laughing? Me? Certainly not. Are you quite alright? Of course I am. I just bumped my knee a little. I'll walk it off. You're good. I was worried for you. Let's go. Scream. Who looks like Layton? Layman. Scared? Nah, I just don't want to get a sweet sandwich up my panel. I don't think you would say pantaloon. A real man backs down from no puzzle. In fact, nothing delights him more than pursuing a solution. I don't think you've quite got the Layton quote right. That's not quite right. Something's off there. You there. You're a man, are you not? Well then, don't just stand there. Solve this puzzle. I don't think... yeah. The idea is there. The mysterious memo. You return to your flat to find a paper next to your calculator. Your flatmate must have been trying to tell you something before he left. The note says 101 times 5. What word could your flatmate have been trying to convey to you with this mysterious memo? SOS. Obviously, 101 times 5 is 505, which could read SOS if you flipped it upside down. It's SOS. SOS.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
I'm so confident. Alright,
Well, that's settled.
Straight to satisfied. You got it! The message is SOS. When you, in fact, you don't even need to turn it upside down. You just look at it. SOS. So I say SOS like that because I know you're asking about it. I say why I go SOS. There was a show when I was younger called Maya and Miguel, where it was like kind of like Dora the Explorer, where they speak I think it was Spanish as well as English in the show, and they would always say SOS, but it wasn't SOS, it was like something else. I don't know what, like that's it or something. I actually don't know what it meant, and I was always so confused when I watched the show. I was like, why are they saying, what is wrong, is something up? Why do they keep saying that? Someone help me. No, stop. I must stop. When you enter 101 times 5 to calculate, you can interpret the answer 505 as SOS. Yes. Well, hopefully I helped my flatmate. At last, an answer. You, sir, have proved beyond a doubt that every puzzle has an answer. That's my line. Excellent work, my good man. It's my line. Oh, lovely. A good mouldy smell. Just checking. Ooh. Oh, a hidden puzzle. I like those ones. Right, it broke. Well, you did. Yeah, we go. I was gonna say. Again, somebody calling it out. What do you expect when you go around prodding everything? But Professor, I wasn't prodding it that hard. Luke. I'm sorry. I should probably be more careful. Indeed, you should. Now let's see what kind of damage you caused. What's this? I do believe this leads somewhere interesting. Let's have a look at what's on the other side. Isn't this trespassing, Professor? But Professor, wait for me! Just Layton's just off. Is this back to? Ah, so this is where it leads. Can we leave now, Professor? The casino staff. Oh no, it's in the casino. Casino staff won't be happy if they find us in here. Aha, you worry too much, Luke. Layton? Layton, you're becoming evil, Layton. What's going on? Stop. Banhammer time. Maybe so, but I still think we should leave. Huh. Alright, that's interesting. I thought there was going to be a hidden puzzle, but no, we've actually made a hole. Actually, this is a required story, and I just sequence broke the game. I mean, we've already been in there, and I don't think we can come this way earlier, but maybe you can. Hello there, little chappie. Have you ever been so bored you could keel over? I have. Why are you so bored? Well, I don't have anything to do. That's a big factor. But also, I've sort of lost my life, and now I can't find it. How does one lose one's life? I mean, there's lots of ways. A while back, this fella tells me I can earn a few bob doing this cushy job. I was out of work at the time, so I thought, why not, you know? Makes sense? Yeah, I thought so too, until I realised I've been had. Fella threw me in a dark hole and had me digging all day and night, working like a dog I was. Sounds like whatever he was paying you, it wasn't worth it. I haven't even told you the worst bit yet. I finally finished the job and I head home, yeah? But everything's been switched around while I'm in the hole, and I can't find my house or my family. Everything's been switched around, huh? Like you've been transported 10 years into the future? Oh gosh, maybe you travelled through time like us. Who what, where now? I don't really follow, but I do know I've been out here on my own for a while now. The only thing I've got to pass the time is these puzzles I do. Here, try one. Alright, so there's wet footprints, and someone else has been completely turned around. Something's happening, folks. You dug some tunnels, but they've ended up looking like an ant farm. You have to connect A to A, B to B, and C to C, but you can't use the same path twice. In order to do this, however, one of your connections must go above ground. Is this connection A, B, or C? Okay, so this feels like this should just be what I can draw on the screen, and it'll work. So I have to connect B, apostrophe, to B. So let's give this a go. If I work backwards with B, and I can't use the same pass twice. I can... If I go above ground with B, I can get there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm doing the right thing. No, can't go that way, because I've used that path already. This is actually really tricky. Okay, I think I've used the wrong path for B, because I keep bumping into myself. So let's start with A. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of it in my head to try and work out the best path. But I still do need to write it down, because otherwise I'll get very lost. Okay, that's A. B, without crossing the same path. Oh wait, I can't, because the only way into B is this path here. It's the only way to get to it, so I've got the A path wrong. And then just marking the bits that you have to travel to for each part, because that helps. Okay. Right. So C, that's a really long way around to get to C if I go that way. I feel like it's more likely, yeah. Sometimes puzzles are really hard to talk through. Oh no, can't go that way. Because I'll block off A if I do that.
An hour later.
So, I've been doing this puzzle for far too long. I don't even want to look at how long I've been doing it for. I am going to... I don't know, gonna guess, or I'm gonna look it up, because I bought a hint coin. I hate looking up the answer to puzzles. And it's not a story puzzle, it doesn't feel like it's vital. And I also can't use pickaxe, but I cannot work it out. I know that there must be a way, but I just keep getting stuck on myself. So, we're going to just put an answer. Beta Witch King in chat thinks that it's C. I think I agree, but just because that feels like Layton logic, that they would put the ones that look the top. That would be the one that you have to go to the surface to get. So, I'm gonna pick C. I have used a hint coin, but it didn't really help. As in, through Twitch chat, not through the game. I'm just gonna hit C. I'm gonna pick it. I'm probably gonna regret this, but I am driving myself mad. Here we go.
How about this?
Oh my god.
I knew it!
I'm so glad it's over. But that was literally like, because you said C, and I was like, that feels like a Layton answer. Oh my god, okay. That's the answer. That's what it is supposed to be. But that was just so much back and forth. I feel like if I was playing this, just sitting, like, little me, whenever this came out, I can't remember what year this came out, sitting with my DS, just playing this, I probably would have gone a bit mad, but also I would have just done it over and over and over again. But I did that, and it's been about 30 minutes, I'm gonna estimate that it took me. So, yeah, that's that. We're done. We're done. And it's not even a story-based puzzle, it's just a random person's puzzle. Oh my god, I think I need a break, but I'm ending stream in half an hour-ish, so I'm not going to take a break. But I just, that was so much. You can come back now, everyone who's been lurking because you didn't want to sit through that. Come back. Return to the stream. I'm gonna have a sweetie. Would you like a sweetie? Good job there, chappie. I can tell you're a thinker. You remind me of my son. Alright, know all he is, but he's a good boy. He used to love it when I'd give him a puzzle to work on. I do wish I could see that little tyke again. It's Luke's father. I'm so... That puzzle's genuinely killed me off. Like... That was almost as bad as the slide puzzles at the end of the game. That's how tricky that was. I don't even... That was 40 Pickerats. That wasn't even like... That was so much. Anyway. It looks like we're on the right track, Professor. Here's the Thames. Indeed. And it looks as majestic as ever. And very pretty. I suppose some parts of London haven't changed, even after 10 whole... Hey, that wasn't there before! You've noticed this as well, don't you? That has to be the biggest lighthouse I've ever seen. I'm sure that wasn't there before. Judging by its almost pristine condition, it must have been erected fairly recently. That's where it actually is. I'm actually dreading getting another puzzle now, in case it's as hard as that one. No hit points. Oh my goodness! Hello! Hello. Welcome again. Thank you so much for your raid. Okay. But, yeah. Doing Mass Effect 2, playing all 3 for March. Oh, wonderful! I have not played Mass Effect 2. I have played some of Mass Effect 1. Because I had basically in high school I had a friend who was like obsessed with Mass Effect, so I played some of it. I borrowed it from them and I played some of it, and I was, this is fine. But I did the classic thing that I used to do, where I used to play a game just by following quest markers and paying attention to the dialogue. So I got to a certain point and I was like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know who any of these people are, or what the point of any of this is. So I just stopped playing it. So I'd like to play it again, because I have a lot of friends who like Mass Effect. Are you having fun? Are you replaying them, or are you playing them for the first time? Sorry for the amount of questions I've just thrown at you. Let's talk to this fellow in the perfectly purple suit. Good day, fine gents. Isn't the view from here absolutely glorious? It most certainly is, sir. Truly, it is nothing short of breathtaking. Professor? I don't know why I said pfft. Professor, look at this man. Do you suppose he could be part of the family? What's that, boy? I'm standing right here. If you have something to say it to my face. It's a replay just because bosses have played them. I've been considering playing them. I don't know if I would stream them, but I've considered replaying them recently because, like I said, I have my friends who like them. Obviously, they remastered them recently. So yeah. I'm bringing us some new friends. I appreciate it. Luke has a habit of, like, whispering about people in front of them. What's more, I don't appreciate being associated with those drably clad ruffians. Look at his suit. See, the stitching was custom made in Italy. See, I knew his suit was important. Italy, I say. I'm ever so sorry, sir. I meant no offense. I never thought you were one of them, really. Also, I'm really bad at whispering. As long as you acknowledge your outrageous mistake, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones. Just to assuage any lingering doubts of my identity, however, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands London's most distinguished, dashing, and debonair man. More than Layton. Been following for a bit, but I haven't had a chance to stop by. Always love finding fellow A-streamers. Oh, well, welcome in! Ah, that makes me happy. I will, open your Twitch. I can get my laptop to respond. There we go. Now go and pop over and have a look at that VOD. Oh, I love your icon. Profile picture? What is it even called? Sorry, I had played a really difficult puzzle, and I'm all sort of all over the place now. It was really hard, guys. The name is Graham. I would tell you to remember my name, but I know you can't possibly forget. Got it, Graham. London's most distinguished, dashing, and I forgot the last one. But I won't forget the name! I promise. It really did fry my brain. And I was gonna be like, let's just stop there. But I don't want to end with a low note, and also, I've got no strings. Right. fizzle noises. Yum yum. Tell them to never throw rubbish into the river. Yes, don't throw rubbish into the river, kids. And non-kids. Oh no, the puzzle. Please be a nicer puzzle. Oh, hello there. Say, do you happen to know if this is the way to Chinatown? I reckon this path would let me to take you right. Hey, he's Scottish! Sorry. I think it was anyway, he said I. You reckon? Haven't you taken this path before? Me a chance. I have a feeling something could happen to me doing that way. Something bad. Like, I could get into a rally with a family lot. I'm better off just staying here and solving puzzles. Sorry. My Scottish accent isn't good. For someone who is Scottish, I'm not that great at Scottish accents. I'm better at Luke Triton's voice. I'm afraid there might be something of that family lot up ahead. There's no telling what they do if they spotted me. I've taken up a hiding spot behind this wall, so as I can take a wee peek without being found. Could you help me out? Just how many henchmen are actually out there? Okay, let's have a look. 1, 2. They're not moving. Oh. 3. I was gonna say they're not moving around, are they? 4, 5, 6. Let's be more methodical. Let's do this. So there's one guy there. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. No, oh, that's a 7. So it's still 8. 9. I think it's 9. Cause that, yeah, that guy. I did count that guy. I'm just gonna look around and see if anything else is moving. Pretty sure it's 9.
This one's as good as solved. Phew! That's a relief.
Easy. After that last puzzle. Crittens! 9 henchmen! I was right to be afraid. I love that I have a Don Paolo sticker and I just called it Old Man. Listen, there's a lot of Professor Layton lore, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, that I thought I did. I thought I knew so much about Professor Layton, but I clearly don't. Ah, you solved my puzzle. Looks like you ain't part of that family lot then. You're not too bright, see? Of course not. We're no family minions. I'm Luke. Luke's an idiot. High intelligent, low wisdom. Let's just say that. Oh God. Everyone is terrified of Professor Layton. Stop saying his name. This here is the famous Professor Layton. What? Layton, you say? Of course he's our family minion. He's the head honcho. Help! Somebody help me! Help my Bob! Oops! I forgot how the name Layton. It's out of people in this time. Yes, it's unfortunate, but people do seem to think I'm a criminal. On a more interesting note, have a look at the ground, Luke. More wet footprints! Called it. I think there are 9. Magical noise. See, the universe agrees. Yes, exactly. Those footprints must belong to the guy who just ran off. Oh, you see, the trousers were soaking, but why? It's a bit chilly to go out for a swim, don't you think? Indeed. How did you get so wet? Oh, good. Now it's been added as a mystery. The second time. I guess this because this one was a puzzle. Back after a 30-minute meeting, did we help them all? Oh, Shogun, I can't believe you've been gone for that long. That means I was doing that puzzle for so long. We guessed, but we got it right. Men in white laboratory coats seem to be all over this part of town, but the odd thing is that their trouser bottoms and shoes are always soaking wet. What reason could they have for walking around London with wet feet? If they're in laboratory coats, are they the scientists from the past? I swear, coming in halfway through a Layton game must be so confusing. We've still got a clean sheet. We do. We guessed it and got it right. But basically, the logic was, I was like, if I have to guess, I'm going to pick the one in the most Layton of ways. It will be the one that is the closest together that's going to be the answer. And I was right. You know, Professor, what with all these trees and stuff, this hill is a bit creepy. What's the matter with you? You're not afraid of seeing a ghost? Come on, Professor. I know you would never believe it. Scientific. He's terrified. He doesn't like ghosts. Checks fine. You won't. Well, you might not be able to, because it's going to be unpublished. Though, if I've done everything right, it should be okay to publish it because it shouldn't have the music. If I figured out how to do it properly. But it won't be published immediately after the stream. I'll have to go and change it. But you can once it's done. Unscientific, you say? Yeah, there's no proof ghosts exist. And a man of science like you would never fear something as ghosts. Well, maybe just a little. It'll hit the good segue. It will hit the tubes before a week today, before the next stream. Hello, future YouTuber. Yes. So I'm uploading them. So they go live just before the next stream, so you can watch them. So yes, if you want to go and follow me on YouTube, go subscribe to my YouTube. It's all VODs, but I also post shorts and little videos as well, like highlights. Maybe just a little. Right, I'm thinking we'll probably get a little bit more story, and then we might, and probably at least one more puzzle, and then we'll maybe go and end the stream. What's this? Hidden puzzle. I spy with my little eye a hidden puzzle. Unrelated, is Welsh GTS man sticking around for a while? He's been Welsh probably for a few years now. I think, well, when I switched to Stream Elements, he became Welsh, and I don't think I've any plans to change. Oh, 147. But it is 20 pick rats, so it shouldn't be too difficult, fingers crossed. Oh, thank God, I thought it was a slide puzzle. I saw the shapes and my brain went, slide puzzle, and I panicked. You want to pave your garden using one of these 5 types of paving stones. However, only one of the shapes will, when used repeatedly, cover every part of the garden apart from the flower pots. But paving stone shapes can be rotated. Sorry, they can be rotated but not flipped. What type of paving stone should you use? I think it was a different voice for subs at Christmas. Maybe. It might just be that one of them, I forgot to change one of the voices to Welsh, because sometimes you have to do it for each alert. I think it was Welsh. I just heard a noise in the flat, so I'm going to leave this on this make your guesses, and I'm going to come back in a sec, so I'm just going to go and check that something didn't just fall over in the kitchen. So, be right back. Thank you. Webcam full screen so we can clip the intruders. I think maybe they would have stayed out of the room, but yes, I actually did. I went to check that the door was locked, but I didn't want to say that. Yeah, the door is locked. It's okay. I think it was something else in the building. Problem is with this building is sometimes doors closing in other flats. It's like it's in our flat, and I'm like, there shouldn't be anyone here. Their noise. I panic. Also, I was just thinking there, okay, it can't be C. Sorry, I just looking at it. It can't be C. But let me continue what I'm saying. There used to be I think it was on Fangamer. It was on one of those websites like Fangamer. There was a official Professor Layton t-shirt, and I really, really wanted it, but it only ships to America. And I was always thinking, oh, well, maybe I'll get one of those, like, shipping services where they send it over, and now I think it's out of stock. And I'm really sad. But, anyway, I'm sure there will be more merch now there's a new game coming out. So it's okay. Right, so, it can't be C, because I'll show you my logic. Because if C goes here, and here, right, it can go here, but then there's a tile. So, I didn't get a chance to look at Discord. I will look at Discord before the end of stream, but if I do it in the middle of the game, I will get distracted for too long, and we've already wasted so much time on that stupid puzzle. So it's not C. And then if we do E, sorry. We can't do that because then, well, we could, actually. It could be possible, I just have to be a bit more clever about it. Maybe. Let's have a look. I think it's E, okay. Wait, no, it can't be E. Oh, yes, it could be, because you could do that, and that, and that, and that. Oh, you're right, it is E. You're right. Can't be D. No, it can't be D, because even if we put a piece there... Let's just go through them, but I'm pretty sure it's E. You know it can't be C. If it was D, it would be like that, and then there's that we can't put anything there, so that doesn't work. It's A. That doesn't work, because what goes there? And B is 3 straight lines, so that can't work either. Okay. It's E.
Here's my answer.
Sorry. Talking over Luke, how rude of me. Procrastinating from writing a LARP and its puzzles by watching you do puzzles. I hope I give you inspiration. Oh, by the way, speaking of inspiration and puzzles and role-playing, but not LARPing. So I was talking earlier about how I've been redoing my D&D notes. Unrelated to that, but the same game that I'm doing my notes for. We had a D&D game on Sunday, and my character, because Joe is running it, and he knows how much I love puzzles, like you all know how much I love puzzles, Joe gave me, or sorry, she bought in a shop, but there's a puzzle egg, and it's like a Fabergé egg, but it gives her, like once every long rest, or once every day, I think, it gives you a puzzle, and there's 3 puzzles, and she's only done 2 of them, because I keep forgetting to do it every time we make camp, because I'm too busy with other stuff, I forget to do the puzzle, and the puzzle that I got was a riddle, and I solved it, and I was really proud of myself, because I solved it really fast, and I got it right. And then Joe told me after the game, she went, yeah, I took that's a puzzle directly from the first Layton game. I was like, I knew it! I knew it was! I was like, I pulled it. I just thought you'd find that funny. He was like, I'm gonna use it. He has done that before. He's given us puzzles that were from a Layton game, and I was like, you know that I play those, right? So I know what the puzzles. E is the paving stone you need to use, as you can see above. Being able to make good use of stones is a useful skill as a gardener. Or if you play the board game that Joe bought, well, we bought for a friend of ours whose birthday was recently, which was based on the tiles of Portugal, because it was one of the people we went to Portugal with. So it was like a little, this is to remind you of the trip, but it's also a board game, and it's about tiles. And it was, yeah, it was really nice. We haven't played it yet, but I'm excited for that. Joe, you can. Excellent idea. I know, it's pretty great. But when he has done that, I usually sit back and I'm like, I'm not going to answer this because I have played it and therefore know the answer or vaguely remember the answer, and that won't be fun for everybody else, where the puzzle egg is just my characters, so I'm like the only one answering it, rather than like a group thing. No time to repair. Let's give players puzzles from fun puzzles for very small children, and it's taken players hours to solve. I've also heard that it's like if you just look up like mazes for kids, but obviously doing a maze top down is a lot easier than being in a maze as a character. So it's a good idea. Oh, I knew I could do it. It was only a 20 picker at puzzle. Don't be so proud. I'm joking. I'm joking. You should be proud. Is it this way? Is that where we came? Oh, that's where we came. Okay. I thought it would be north because of the map in the bottom screen. Anyway. Turn this down, switching. Ooh, sorry. Accidentally resized the window. Wait, that's the bee from Granny Littleton's. What are you doing here? There's the bee. I can't stop looking at this curious flower and the strange little insect. That's what you said last time. I guess if I can't go back to the main town, this is the new location of it. I don't even know if this is the actual Granny Riddleton's thing, because Granny Riddleton was in the room where we saw the first one of these flowers, but maybe it's something different that just happens to be in the same place. Click everything, get all the hint coins. Alright, buddy. Oh, you don't have a puzzle for me? Okay. Oi, you two, look sharp. You've got a lost look about you. Do you know where you are? I must confess we do not. It's our first time in this area. Listen, I could be wrong, but it looks like you two are a couple of fine, upstanding citizens. I'm a nice fella, so I'll clue you in. You're standing right in the middle of a black market bazaar. Black market? Oh, I maybe didn't. I don't remember. I think I looked for it in the forest before I did the puzzle. But I'll look again. I'll go back. Wow, it's right, Sonny. We sell a lot of dodgy. Oh my god, dodgy stuff out here, and no one questions where it comes from. A physical black market. I know, right? If it was me, that's what I used to think a black market was. If it was me and those shiny loafers of yours, I'd keep my head down and leg it quick as I could. That would seem prudent indeed. Before we go, though, I've got a question. Why do people come all the way out here to shop? Listen, son, the things for sale here, let's just say you won't find them at your local corner shop. We got, like, illegally made hint coins round here. You come to the bazaar, and who can say that? Oh, I suppose you mean antiques and other rare items. Sure, Luke. I think we've asked enough questions for one day, Luke. Let's move on, shall we? It's like the Wolverhampton commuter market. You two be careful. Oh, and if you're ever in the market for something hard to find, swing by. Wink. Oh, look. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think I collected it. That's how I found the hidden puzzle. Okay. I need a PC with 6 CD burners before. Who doesn't? Oh, hello there, Mr. Cat. Finally, I guess I talked to an animal. What does he say, Luke? He says he's in a bit of a jam, Professor. I was wondering when we finally get to actually talk to an animal. That is a very rude. How rude! Are you body shaming the cat? I didn't read the title, sorry. This tomcat is trying to meet up with his sweetheart. However, there are dogs on the squares marked with X, and if the tomcat comes within 3 squares of one, they'll pick up his scent and chase him off. Rest assured the dogs can't smell through walls, though. Which entrance out of A, B, C, and D should the tomcat take so he can be safely reunited with his lady friend? Plot twist, Big Luke is actually his black market nickname. Wait, is Big Luke Little Luke's black market nickname? Okay, so I think the best thing to do would be to... Within 3 squares of one, does it mean 1, 2, 3? Or does it mean 1, 2, 3? I'm imagining it means 1, 2, 3. There's a puzzle in, I think, potentially the newer game that's like this, but you actually, it actually fills in the grid for you. Okay, so I've marked all the squares that he can't go. There we go. That was easy. Wait, hold on. Okay, he can't go to A, because that is blocked off. But he can go to C as well. See? Maybe it counts this. I'm gonna go for C to be safe, because I think that it might count. Oh no, that's 3. Oh, I miscounted that. No, that's 3. That's 3. But maybe it means 3 squares not including the dog? So I'm gonna go for C. Yeah, I think if we increase the dot range, as you say. Yeah, I think C.
How about this?
It was the safer bet.
Phew, that's a relief.
You know that? No puzzle can stop Layton's apprentice. Or should I say, the dog range? True. I love your little Pikachu remotes. You have such great Pikachu remotes. Reunited at last. Oh, look at them. In love. That dog is also super cute though. Meow. Meow. I know, I'm glad we could help as well. Yes, glad to be of service. I also love that Layton just goes, "What's he saying?" Without being like, "I wonder what this cat is saying." He's just like, "Luke, translate it. I can't speak cat." So fun. I love that tiny little bit of lore about Layton. Oh, look at those Detective Pikachu emotes! They're so cute! I really love the art style of those emotes. Like, the fact that they're Pikachu is obviously great, but they have such a great style. If I didn't have an artist that I used, maybe I'll get more emotes one day, soon, and I'll get someone else. But at the moment I have no more budget for emotes. I used basically all of the budget that I had for the stream on new emotes, and now I have no more money. Let's save. Did that work? I don't know. We'll save again at the end. Right. Let me hope Big Luke is working on a way in. My friends in Discord has a ton of small emotes and I want them! Snob is also very cute. Oh look, a hidden puzzle. Okay, we didn't break the door down. An extra block. God. That makes me worry. The green frame. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was going to be one of the 3D visualization puzzles. Can't do them. I'm so bad at them. The green frame and 6 equilateral triangles. The frame can be completely filled using 5 of the 6 blocks. The blocks can be freely rotated and flipped to fit into the frame. It's not going to let me do it though, is it? Oh yes, it is. Good. Circle the one block that isn't used. Oh, I can't move them. I have to do it myself. Aww. Alright. So we have to fit those shapes into that shape at the top. And... well, hold on, how many triangles is it? 3, 4, 5, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Right, so logically, it would make sense not to use the 2 block because all the rest of them add up to the same number. But it might not work that way. Okay, I'm going to try without using paint. For those who've been here before, I usually use my graphics tablet and art software that I have as a transparent overlay over the game. But it was making my recording, well, it was making my stream lag using that because of the art software. So now I'm just using my mouse, so it's not quite good. I'm using 1 color per piece. Oh, that's a good idea. There we go. It can be rotated, but it cannot be flipped. Get rid of this one, actually. I have good ideas occasionally. You have good ideas a lot of the time. Wait, no, hold on. I can't get it in my head. If this could be rotated, it would be... that? Is that right? Okay, I'm gonna quickly erase these because I think I've not started in the easiest way. Oh, my voice is going. Oh no! I've been talking too much, clearly. And then we do the blue one, which would be this. Wait, hold on. I don't know why that works, but it does. No, wait, I've done that wrong. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles in a row. Starting with one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that right? Yeah. And the third triangle has a piece there. Okay. Okay. Is that all filled in? Boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to get these to fit in my head before I start drawing stuff, because I feel like that might be easier. No, I don't think I can do that. Okay, so, if I start again, we worked out that the shape, this shape that I'm drawing in, has 22 triangles in it. And altogether, all of the pieces add up to 24. So, like I said at the beginning, logically it would make sense that we don't use the green one. But I don't know if I should probably go through and actually make sure everything fits, rather than just going off of maths. Because I also don't, this is going to be the last puzzle of the day, and I don't want to have this one be wrong. After having a clean slate. I need to part now. Enjoy your mental slide puzzles. Thank you very much, Shogun. Next time I see you, you will know whether you got those points back or not. But have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much for being here and for helping. I will see you again soon. Okay. I guess I don't necessarily have to fit it all in, because as long as the numbers match. Blue, 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 blue. And that one's blue as well. Doesn't quite fit, does it? Should we just go off the maths? Let me know what you think of the Layton merch fan. Oh, I'm sure I will. Shall we just go off the maths? Instead of trying to fit them in? Because I feel like if it wanted me to fit them in, it would have given me a puzzle where I could move the pieces, like the machine gun one that we did. Let's go off the maths. So let's do one more time. We're going to add them up. 1, oh, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I'm doing it. Well, I'm not. I have to draw a circle. I'm just going to click it, but... Okay, last puzzle of the day. So far, incomplete. Let's see how we do.
That should do the trick.
Yeah! Maths, baby!
Well,
That's the only time you'll ever hear me say that. It's actually a really easy way to solve this puzzle. Yes, there we go. The frame is composed of 22 identical equilateral triangles. The 6 blocks together are composed of 24 triangles, which is 2 too many. This means the unused block must be the one made of only 2 triangles. See, I could have done that right from the beginning, but I second-guessed myself. Nothing like a good exercise for the brain, but a spring in the step. And that is where we're gonna end the stream. Well, end the gameplay anyway. Standing outside Chinatown, about to meet, potentially, I think we're first, but potentially about to meet evil Layton. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, go watch another video, leave a comment, share, do whatever you fancy. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and maybe even join us for the next one, if I'm still playing this when you see it. Yeah, good, wonderful. Thanks.